everyone, Sam Rathmeyer here. April 2022 video is all about that rosé. This is the Wednesday Night Wine Club. Let's get into it. Okay, so we are talking about rosé today. First time in the Wednesday Night Wine Club that we have ever ventured into this territory. And rosé is a favorite wine of mine because they are inherently meant to be fun, almost as fun as this tank top. So while there is emphasis put on the best rosés, I think that there is something truly beautiful about them as a category, period, because they're not meant to be serious. There's two types of ways that you can make rosé. One is in the intentional, and other is a byproduct of red wine. Both have their merits and values. The byproduct is basically where you're trying to concentrate your red wine, so you're gonna pour off a little bit of the juice, bottle it, and sell it immediately. It helps with finances. This is like an accountant talking to you about winemaking, so we're not gonna focus a lot on that. But that is how a lot of rosé is made. Pros and cons to that. They can be incredibly inexpensive and delicious. They can also be a little homogeneous and kind of taste all the same. This is a rosé that is intentionally made. Patton is a good friend of mine. He is the winemaker here at Penville. This is not only intentionally made rosé, but it is rosé that is from a single vineyard in the Santa Ynez Valley. That's pretty remarkable for him to spend this much time and energy crafting something that, again, is really just meant to be enjoyed almost with a giggle, right? Like that to me, that's rosé. Not to say that rosé shouldn't be consumed in vast amounts, because I like giggling a lot. So not to detract, but rosé as a category should be always considered whimsical. And one other thing that I want to say about this one, oh, crap, there's all of the technical you don't even need me.
Hello?
Just kidding. One of the great things I really appreciate about Patton, the decision from a winemaking standpoint, is to put a lot of the technical information on the back. It's incredibly helpful. This is fermented in concrete egg. That's interesting. Very new kind of hip way to make wine. It is spent some time aging in stainless steel and oak, which is going to add to the complexity of this wine. This is 100% Grenache, like I mentioned before. Grenache is, I think, my favorite rosé because of how expressive and fruit-forward it is. Let's taste. You'll notice, well, rather, we all tend to notice one thing in particular about rosé, and that is the color. We tend to drink rosé with our eyes and not our mouths, as if somehow color has something to do with the quality of the wine, and that's not actually the case. Color comes from the pigmentation in the skins of the grapes. So whenever you're gonna crush, whether it's white grapes, red grapes, to make wine, it all comes out clear. When we drink with our eyes, we miss out on the fun and the joy that is drinking rosé. So this is rosé coming from the grape variety Grenache. Incredible. I almost put that down. That's how much I love this. This wine is so good. It's from Grenache. On the nose, you're gonna get candied strawberries, candied cherries, even a little bit of candied banana. It is briny. It has a salty component to it. Great acidity. This is a phenomenal wine to drink all year, but especially when it gets really hot outside and wearing a tank top. It is the perfect tank top weather wine. Hashtag. And on the palate, you get those notes of the candied fruit, but it doesn't translate on the palate. This is a bone dry wine. Great acidity, gushy acidity. All of those fruit notes come in, and they're not candied. They're just slightly ripe or slightly underripe. This is wine that begs for food or a pool. Anything spring vegetable is gonna pair fantastically with this. Anything with peas in it, asparagus, green garlic, salads, charcuterie. This is finger foods, or excuse me, something that requires a vinaigrette. You can do lighter meat dishes, you can do tacos. This does pair well with a variety of foods, but it's really that beginning, the start of the barbecue, the start of the pool party, where this is fantastic. I hope you enjoyed this wine as much as I do. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Cheers.